It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 54, south. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. 20. Check. Gun. Hey, South. All right, 25.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
20. School. Here we go again. Base. Let him go.
Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Rivers able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Wait. He's checking crap. Protein spill. Gun.
To throw is Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Agnew now to return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kill. Hey, watch it. Wait.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Watch it. Hey, 5 on the 50. Hey, switch gears. Slam.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check 99.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike 280. Mike 5-4. Crunch down, defense. Got. 54 is Mike. Hey, echo. 54. Yeah. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Even. Here we go, even. Crunch. Check your hot read. Wait. Follow. Watch. Alert 3. Watch twist. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
On second down, it's Barber, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
On play action, Winston. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get your swerve on. Flip it. Slam. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Single receiver. Shift. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. On 1st down, Muhammad. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan buying time to his left. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry Godwin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And Watson has it right side. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going flip. Green, come with me. Check the backer. Shoot.
Play fake. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, he sets up the screen to Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, let's give it to Burger. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. And even. Check. Easy. Hey, play that.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan going left side here, and it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Muhammad. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, South, you ever get tired of seeing me? Right there.
Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get up.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play action now. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Easy. Play 56.
Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
21.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB. They go again with Muhammad, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy. Wait. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Now Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Wait. Wait.
Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Whip. Watch the whip. On try. Let him go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jim. Kill. Easy.
Again, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. Lucky. Wait.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
45.
Back to throw. He completes it to Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
Hey, wait. And let's pin. Hey, high 7.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
25, check 25, check 25.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Target. 51. Watch the twist.
Ryan to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
56, check 56, 65. Here we go.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Black 25.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Tampa Bay, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.